Well, welcome everybody. I'm Jennifer Lindley with the town of Queen Creek. I serve as the downtown development manager. We're excited to launch this partnership with Hound. The decision really to work with them was based largely on their success with other cities. And right after COVID hit, we saw the partnerships they had established, and we thought it would be a great fit for Queen Creek. We want to help our Queen Creek businesses, the brick and mortar businesses and merchants, and this relationship is just one of the things that we're doing. It's also an extension of our shop, the Town Shop Queen Creek program. With that, I'll turn it over to Adam and Larry, and they're going to talk a little bit about what this all is about.
Awesome. Thank you, Jennifer, for that. I'll go ahead and share my screen so everybody can see some slides that we prepared. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so I hope everybody can see my screen, but just wanted to say once again, thank you, Jennifer and the town of Queen Creek for having us on this webinar today to talk about the Shop the QC program, as well as the Raise the Sales program here at Hound, and how we really just want to help you guys reopen successfully with more foot traffic and more revenue coming through your doors. So today we'll talk first about the partnership, what the partnership between us and the town of Queen Creek looks like, what that means for you as a business owner. Then we'll talk about the community support that we've seen across different municipalities that we're working with in the greater Phoenix area, as well as some traction that we've already started to see in Queen Creek with some of the major kind of key businesses that have already come on board. Next, we'll talk about how Hound works. So, you know, what is our business model? What makes us unique and different than really any other business or marketing platform that you've heard of out there? The MyHound app and how we can promote your offering on the app to consumers in your local area, as well as things that we can help you guys with your own website, email, social, and even potentially TV screens that you guys have in your locations, making it easier to get those customers to come back through your door or even upsell them while they're there. And due to limited capacity from COVID, this is a key thing that we want to make sure we emphasize for your businesses so that you guys can have a profitable customer coming through the door. We'll also talk about Wi-Fi data collection and how you guys can use your own Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi that you give out to customers to harvest data and upsell customers in your location. Lastly, we'll talk about how easy it is to get started, as well as some of the extra benefits that you guys receive as being part of the town of Queen Creek. We'll end up with any questions or idea sharing at the end. But if anybody has any questions, comments, just feel free to chat to Jennifer, Larry, or myself, or just go ahead and add it into the Q&A box and we'll make sure to answer any of you guys' questions. So I want to first start off with a little bit of information about the partnership between the town of Queen Creek and Hound. And some of the key things that I wanted to bring out here is that town of Queen Creek is actually sponsoring all of the results delivered pricing fees until the funds are depleted. So what that means is how our business model works is we actually don't have an upfront cost for our software, and we just take a small flat fee when a customer actually walks through your door. This is being sponsored by the town of Queen Creek. So that means there's no upfront cost for the business. And when we actually deliver a customer through your door, that fee is being sponsored by the town of Queen Creek. So this is a great thing that they've done to step up to help all those brick and mortar locations within your guys' town. It's a super simple sign up process. It takes less than 15 minutes, and we have a team that can help you guys and walk you through that process. There is a credit card required. However, there'll be nothing charged on that card during the sponsorship. So we'll give you guys plenty of advance notice when the funds are running out in order for you guys to decide if you want to stay on the program or not. The overview about the program, just so you guys understand where we're at the really early phase or start of phase 1, which is merchant saturation. So what that means is we want to get as many merchants on the platform in your guys' town before we start pushing consumers to actually make those types of purchases. We've done this successfully in a few other major cities around Phoenix area as well as Arizona. So Tucson and Tempe are two to call out. But we'll talk about some of those here in a minute. But phase 3 then turns into how do we make sure that we get consumers coming onto the platform as well as merchants coming on the platform so that there's enough things on our platform for a consumer to want to do and to want to stay intrigued and continue to purchase. So just to give you a little background on what we've seen so far, when COVID hit back in, March, April, we made a pivot. And what we noticed was that where we're located here in Tempe needed some help. The businesses needed a lot of help on, not just what to do, but how to generate revenue while their doors was closed. So we launched what we call the Buy Now, Visit Later support voucher program. Since we've launched this program, we've generated about $2.1 million in direct revenue that was deposited into the bank accounts of local businesses around the greater Phoenix area. Here's just a few. Pedal House Breweries made almost $5,000 since we launched the program. Cafe Beau on Mill has made pretty close to $7,000 and counting now. So we've seen, tons and tons of success stories. I believe we have about 140 businesses in Tempe and close to 200 businesses that have signed up since March in the Tucson-Pima County area. We've already seen some great success here in Queen Creek as well. Old Ellsworth Brewing Company has signed up, as well as Schnepp's Farm. So those are two kind of key accounts in your guys' local area that have already decided to take advantage of the program, and we'll have offers launched soon that you guys will be able to see on the app, as well as see on their website, social media, and email. So now that you kind of understand the program and the partnership, let's talk about how do we like to work with businesses. And if you're just like any other business out there right now, and you're looking for either more foot traffic or you're looking for more revenue through your door if you're closed. However, you have the same problems that every business owner that we talk to has. There's just too many do-it-yourself tools out there that all ask for you to pay for effort. So a monthly subscription, a setup fee, whatever that is, they're not asking you to pay for results. On top of that, you guys are already wearing too many hats, especially during COVID. This is not something that you guys have any time to focus on. It's really difficult to track your ROI on these types of purchases whenever it's a marketing platform or anything like that. And it's super complex and time consuming. And so that's why we came up with what I referenced earlier, results delivered pricing. So what that means is that we've eliminated all setup fees, any startup costs, any contracts, any subscription fees. And the only thing you pay for is when it actually works. So when we actually drive a customer through your door is when we charge that flat rate fee. Now, as I mentioned before, with the sponsorship from the town of Queen Creek, that's all being sponsored and paid for by the town of Queen Creek. So there's nothing on the front end you guys have to pay for. And like I said, when we deliver that customer through the door, you guys do not have to pay that flat rate fee. So what does all this mean? It almost kind of sounds too good to be true, right? Well, what we do, just to kind of simplify this down, is we build and we push promotions to consumers effortlessly. So this one here is what we call a support voucher. And this is something that is pre-purchased. So revenue goes directly in your bank account as soon as somebody makes that purchase. And it can be any discount you guys want. So it can be 5% off. It can be 10% off. It could literally be 0% off, and you're just, selling full price support vouchers. What's cool about this though, is it converts like Amazon. So it's not like your typical web store or a gift card program where, it takes 8 to 10 clicks or somebody has to log in to make a purchase. Literally all we're asking for is for them to choose what they want, put in a name, an email, and a credit card, and that's it. There's no shipping information. There's no billing information. There's no zip codes or anything. We have the least amount of information as possible so that we can make that customer make that impulse purchase for you guys. As I said before, the funds are deposited immediately. So 100% of those funds just go directly to your bank account. And your customer will receive a voucher that looks like this here. Once they show up, when they feel comfortable to come in. So that's the whole point. Buy now, visit later. When that consumer feels comfortable to come visit your business, they'll swipe on their phone to redeem. And that's when we charge that results delivered fee. As I said before, nothing is charged to you guys. The city's sponsoring all these fees when those customers actually walk through the door and redeem on their phone like you guys just saw. So I'm sure you guys are kind of starting to get an idea of, okay, how this works. So, you're starting to love the concept, but where do we really begin? Well, The cool thing about us is we have to be aligned with your goals as a business in order for us to generate any sort of revenue. So how we like to work is we like to just start with a goal. Start with one thing that we know you need help with. So, is that more foot traffic right now because you're open, or is that potentially, just more revenue so you can keep your lights on and potentially pay employees? We start with whatever that goal is, and then we're going to enable offerings or promotions aligned with that goal. Once we have an actual goal with an offering behind it, the next step is to add the channels. We start off with the MyHound app, but remember, we can do a lot more, and I'll show you guys how we can do that here in a minute with different channels that you guys already have some assets in. And the more results, obviously, that you get, the more that you enable. So we like to really build off of trust and results. If we're not aligned with your guys' goals, then we obviously don't make revenue, and you guys don't trust us to generate that revenue for you. So where do we start by thinking about, how do we set some goals? So these are some common questions that I want you guys to be thinking about when we get off the call today, on how do I want to set some goals, or what do I want to put together as a promotion or an offering that I feel comfortable with pushing out to the world right now. So a great one is, what is a customer walking through your door worth? This is going to give you guys what your average customer is worth. So how much does a customer typically spend when they come through your door? Another one is, do you have upsell opportunities? So when somebody actually walks through your door, are you able to try to get them to spend more money with you while they're there? And this one is key because, for a lot of businesses right now with limited capacity, you guys need to have a way to get people to spend more money with you while they're there, since there's going to be less people coming through your doors. Another one is, how often do your customers come in? So how frequently do they come in? How often can we get them to come back? And if we get them to come back 1 or 2 more times in a given month, how much does that increase your overall revenue that you get coming into the business? So these are the types of things, especially during COVID, you guys want to start thinking about, because it's 5 times more expensive to get a new customer through your door for that first time than to get somebody to come back a second or a third time. So that's the cool thing about Hound, is we're going to help you bring that new customer through the door, but we're also going to give you the platform to keep those people coming back. And this last one here is, what do you like selling the most of? Do you like selling, packages? Do you like selling a certain service? Where do you make the most money, right? That's what you really need to be thinking about, is where can I, come up with a package or an offer that I still make a good amount of profit off of. And I ensure that I have somebody have a great experience so they want to keep coming back. So once we have these goals, we can then start pushing it out across the web. So the first step is to start by getting listed on the MyHound app. Once you have a goal and we create your offering, we'll push this out to consumers in your area. You're instantly found in our MyHound community, and there's thousands of consumers in your area that are encouraged to buy these support vouchers or claim coupons for the local businesses that they love. So the first step is to get exposure on our MyHound app, and this literally takes seconds. As soon as you guys claim your free account, you guys can submit your first offering, and we'll have it up within 48 hours onto the app so that consumers can find you. Now, beyond listing on Hound, how else can we help you guys get found, and how else can we help you guys get those customers back through the door? So there's a few different areas that I'll walk through real quickly here with you guys. The first one being MyHound TV, giving you guys an ability to upsell customers with the TVs that you guys already potentially have. Another place is your guys' website. Taking that traffic that's coming to your website and converting it into a paying customer is something that we're really good at, and I'll show you guys how simple that is. Also social and email, especially when you guys are reopening or making major announcements. It's a great way to send those announcements out, but then make it easy for somebody to claim or buy a support voucher or whatever the promotion is that you guys are offering, whether that's right from their newsfeed on Facebook or directly from email on their mobile phone. And then also Wi-Fi, making it as easy as possible for people to, collect data when they come in, and then you guys can upsell those guests as they're there to spend more money on that visit. So included with listing on MyHound is a business-to-business referral network that we expanded with our MyHound TV. So what I mean by that is we literally can send you out a Fire Stick that plugs into a back of an existing TV. that'll allow you guys to use your TV screens to showcase any promotions, specials, or new products that you guys are offering. So this will help, increase engagement from your customers while they're there, but it also will help you guys upsell and increase revenue. A third thing it does is it gives you exposure to other TVs in your local area. So let's say you're a restaurant and down the street there's a salon. If you have the TV installed and they have the TV installed, you guys will be advertising each other. We will never advertise you to another competitive business. So a restaurant won't advertise another restaurant. But for the local businesses in your area that want to participate in this program, we'll help you guys advertise each other so that consumers are spending money in your local market. Second is your website. This is Cafe Boa, and I wanted to kind of just show them as an example because they had a pretty clear goal with us. And their goal was, hey, we want to collect emails off of our website, but we also want to sell packages on our website. And so what we did is we installed our pop-up on the website that says, join Cafe Boa Birthday Club for specials and promotions. What this does is it allows us to harvest all of that data right off their website, name, email, phone number. We also get birthdays and anniversaries, but more importantly, we can even get kids' birthdays. So if you guys do any sort of birthday party businesses, kids' birthdays are key. They're a moneymaker. So these ones are huge. And for those big families, we can get 5, 6, 7 kids' birthdays. And now we're automatically send special gifts out on their birthdays. And I'll show you how that works. But we can also sell packages right on your website. So this one here is for their wine club. Includes 4 bottles of wine per month. Plus you get a $10 gift card if you make the purchase now. This customer can literally buy this directly off the website in 3 clicks. And in the first 30 days, we sold 14 wine club memberships and collected 50 new customer emails. So that was a 10 times increase than what they had previously done. So just by simply adding this pop-up on your site, we can help you sell any sort of packages, offers, or anything like that, as well as, more importantly, collect data from those people when they come onto your website to see if you're open. Secondly, we can use social media and email to get the message out to your customers to let them know, hey, we're open, we're here, we're seeing customers, and we'd love to see you come in. So Spokes on Southern is a restaurant and bar up here in Tempe, and they obviously, their profit maker was alcohol. So what they did is they sent this out to email, and they sent this out on social media that says, we've reopened, buy one entree, get one entree or appetizer at 50% off. Same thing with Pedal House Brewery. Now that we're open, enjoy up to 35% off brewery support vouchers. So remember, these can be sent out to email or pushed directly onto social media so that people can literally click and buy these right off their newsfeed or right off of their mobile phone. About 80% of our sales come through mobile. So we want to make sure that everything looks great when we're sending it out through email and it arrives on a mobile phone. Next is Wi-Fi. So I'm sure most of you guys are giving out some sort of free Wi-Fi to your guests when they come in. One of the things we want to do though is we want to install what I like to call as a gate on top of your Wi-Fi. And this works very similar to if you've ever went and stayed at a hotel and you want to get on the Wi-Fi and they ask you for your room number and your email to access for free. We're going to do that same exact thing for your business. So what's going to happen is when this customer comes in, they'll be asked to either connect with Facebook, which we prefer because we get a ton more data for you if they do connect with Facebook, like birthday data as well as demographic data that Facebook provides, or they can just log on with their email. Once they click continue, the first thing that they're going to see is a landing page that is designed by Hound. So in this scenario here, it's called upsell, right? So what we're going to do is send them an offer that the first thing that they're going to see is going to be, that wine club membership, or potentially half off on a set of wings if you purchase right now, right? And what this does is it gets your guests to spend more money on that current visit. So they're already on your Wi-Fi. Now they're going to see a promotion that they can literally purchase and use on that visit. And this is key during COVID right now to make sure that you have a way that you can harvest data when somebody comes in to get them to potentially come back. But more importantly, you can put something in front of them that is designed to get them to spend more money with you while they're there. And what this does is the more data that we collect for you guys, so whether we're collecting this off your website, whether we're collecting this off of Wi-Fi or however we help you collect data, the more birthdays that we have, the more anniversaries that we have, the more automated messaging that can go out. So this one here goes out 14 days and 7 days before a birthday that says, hey, come have a free beer at Spokes, right? And this is designed to get somebody to come in and spend money on their special day. And they typically don't come in by themselves, right? They're going to come in with a group of people, and they're going to spend much more than the free beer that they got. People are 10 times more likely to purchase on their birthday month than any other time of the year. So just by sending something out to those customers at the right time makes it super easy for them to take advantage of it. Clear call to action, whether it's a claim or a purchase, that they can then come in and use depending on the terms and conditions that you set in the deal. So now that I've kind of shown you guys how Hound works and how simple it is to get listed on our app, as well as all the different channels that you guys can utilize, one of the great things that's going to happen is once you get signed up, the next step is to schedule what we call is a foot traffic advising call. And on that 30-minute call, one of our experts will help you get your account all set up. We'll discuss your goals with you on what you're looking to achieve for your business. And then we will optimize the software to achieve those goals for you. There's nothing you guys have to do except for submit your offerings and change those offerings when you guys see fit. Other than that, once the system's set up, the software pretty much runs itself. And the only thing you guys have to do is just look out for these vouchers as they're coming in, and customers are redeeming those on their phone. So the next step would just be to enable the Hound offerings that drive the results you want. First step is just to submit those offerings aligned with your goals. The next step on that 30-minute coaching call is we'll enable the Hound channels to drive the results. So we'll use things like Wi-Fi, MyHound, the Hound TV, or social and email to then drive those results for you. You'll have a dashboard where you guys will all be able to easily see how much revenue we've generated through the platform. And more importantly, you'll see how many visitors have actually come in and redeemed. So every time a customer comes in and redeems is when we charge that results delivered pricing or fee. And this is listed right here on the bottom left corner of how many customers have actually walked through your door. So it's super transparent, super easy for you guys to know. And remember, 100% of those funds are being directly deposited into your bank account as soon as the purchase is made. So 3 simple steps to have revenue headed your way. First step is just to claim your account and create your offering on the MyHound app. The second step is just to schedule that 30-minute foot traffic advisor session. And once we connect those channels, we'll start generating results. It's literally as simple as that. You can go to hound.com/Queen Creek in order to sign up and get more information. You can also email us at demo@hound.com, or we have a 1-800 number that you can reach us at 877-777-2715. So at this point, what I would like to do is open it up for any questions that anybody has, and answer those, and then hopefully be able to help you guys out as much as possible. Thanks again to Jennifer for having us on here today. And let me know if you guys have any questions. Okay. Well, thanks again, guys, for everything today. Like I said, reach out if you guys have any questions, demo@hound.com, or just go to hound.com/Queen Creek, where you can sign up, and somebody from our team will reach out to schedule your foot traffic advising call and help you guys get all set up and going. We can literally have revenue generated for you guys in 48 to 72 hours, as long as we can get everything up and going. So feel free to reach out to me personally, adam@hound.com, or demo@hound.com for more information. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.